Welcome back to Squelch. I'm Dano.
I'm Matt at Arms.
And I'm Storm Rage. And we're here to remind everyone that Life is Strange is a game, and that games are supposed to be fun.
They are fun, Storm Rage. Hey, if you're new here, welcome to Squelch. Squelch is a budget video game podcast, an indie video game podcast. We're a video game podcast. Storm Rage, tell people what we are, please.
So we're a podcast where our goal is to play games that are typically $30 or under. And I think that the main focus of what we will be playing will be indie games whose set price is under that $30 mark. We might play some older games that go on sale frequently, such as Life is Strange, that are typically found under that $30 mark. But we're not going to be playing new releases. We're not going to be playing the hottest new games unless those hottest new releases and games are under that $30 mark. If you're thinking to yourself, wait, why $30? Well, that's kind of our frame of reference for probably the best value for your money in terms of video games in Hades and Hades 2, which Hades 2 is just $30. So our goal is to talk about games that are not going to break the bank, but are going to give you all the good feelings of a great, good video game. We're also probably not going to be playing a whole lot of free-to-play games, so things like Apex or Overwatch, those model of games, not really going to be played by us, but instead I think we're going to be focusing on games that can be experienced, games that you can hit credits on, things of that type. I imagine that we will be playing a lot of indie games. Some of them will be older games. It'll be a nice little collection of fun gaming time with friends.
Nailed it. Is there a rewards track? Then we're probably not playing it.
Yes, that's the biggest thing. No rewards track, please.
Yeah. Live service, not our thing.
No.
It was our thing for a lot of years.
Yeah.
Now it is not. Hey, just everyone, so you're aware, another spoiler warning ahead. We're talking about Life is Strange Chapter 2 today, and we're breaking down the whole chapter, not the intricate parts, but like the whole overarching story. If you haven't played this yet and you plan on playing it, go play it and come back. We're waiting here for you. That's how podcasts work. Not going to hurt our feelings. Just so you know, there is going to be spoilers, and it's not going to be subtle. It's going to be very in-your-face spoilers. And now the serious bit, content warning. I know you don't. This is, be very clear about this. This week, we are going to discuss topics related to bullying, mental health, and self-harm, including distressing or potentially triggering situations. Now, we're a comedy podcast, so we're going to approach things from a light comedic angle, but please know that we are not making light of these real situations, just as they are portrayed in this game. And these are very real things we're talking about today. So if it's something that is going to bother you, or you think that might bother you, go ahead, turn it off. Come back when we're talking about more lighthearted stuff. That's cool by us. And, we still love you even if you don't listen to this episode. All right. Should we move on?
Let's do it.
I think so.
Okay.
Funnel cakes! Get your funnel cakes here!
It's time for Food Talk with Old Men. Matt, what are you making us do today?
So I was in Walmart today buying clothes for my son who hit a big growth spurt, so I needed to buy a bunch of cheap clothing because he's getting larger because he's almost 13. They had Oreo Coke Zero in the checkout aisle, and I had to buy it. And I sent a picture.
Did you have to buy it?
I did, because I've heard a lot of things. I sent a picture to y'all, and I'm like, hey, could we do this for Food Talk? And then apparently y'all agreed to this. So this is also partially your fault.
I feel like this is none of our fault. This is 100%. You could have walked on by, Matt, and then we all could have been like, hey, that's a thing.
Yeah.
But nope. So here we are. I haven't drank it yet.
I've yet to open mine. I also opened the back of my fridge, and I grabbed a Peepsy from like 2 years ago.
Which apparently doesn't expire until 2029.
Yeah, the expiration date is 2029. So let's do a swig of this.
All right, here we go. Oh, that's atrocious.
No, that's really good.
Yeah, you're wrong on this one, Dano. That's good.
That's really good.
No, it's like very fake sugar forward. Like there's no flavor to it whatsoever except for fake sugar.
No,
and then there's an aftertaste of almost chocolate. And then that just sits there in your mouth with fake sugar. It's terrible.
No, I like it.
Sarah took a swig off camera here, and she looks very sad.
Oh.
She loves Coke.
I think that it tastes a lot like a vanilla Coke on the front end. You get that cream. And so you've got this kind of like vanilla Cokey, like a creamsicle kind of feel. And then on the back end, you get just like a hint of that chocolate.
Yeah.
I think that this is, no joke, phenomenal.
It is really, really good. I like this a lot.
It's like, what if LaCroix made fake sugar LaCroix? That's what this is. It's like the essence of fake sugar.
It's
all you taste is fake sugar. It's terrible.
It's the concept of a flavor, you're saying?
Yes, it's like, what if they bottled carbonated water near fake sugar?
Dano,
that's what
do you normally do diet sodas?
No, they're disgusting.
Okay, well then
that's explained.
Of course you're gonna hate this.
Quack.
Are you serious? What?
Quack him.
It's been so long. Since I've had to.
As someone who drinks like Coke Zero on the regular, like I usually do one a day, maybe. This is phenomenal. This is really, really good. I like this a lot. I'm not going to buy more of it, but I'm enjoying it.
Oh, I probably will.
Super gross. I'll send you mine, Storm Rage.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I take it.
Should I crack this open and do this now? Or
that might be a terrible call, Matt.
My stomach hurts. My stomach hurts just looking at it again. That stuff was so gross.
Yeah, I don't want to do it. I don't. It's just I'm just gonna.
Don't do it. No.
I'm just gonna throw. Here's what I'm gonna do after the show. I'm gonna throw the box away.
Okay.
Good call.
That's a good idea.
Because.
All right, so we'll vote on if Coke Zero Oreo is good. Matt, is Coke Zero Oreo good? Yes or no?
So shockingly, yes, it's good.
Storm Rage?
Agreed. I think that you do indeed have to like diet sodas because it does have that diet soda taste that I have actually grown fairly accustomed to and enjoy. But if you are somebody that doesn't like it, I think you will hate this because you will probably hate all diet sodas.
Yes.
So that's 2 votes to my votes, and luckily my vote counts for 3. So 3 votes.
I see.
This is terrible.
Yes.
2 votes. This is good. So Squelch agrees. Coke Zero Oreo is disgusting. All right, good.
Now, so next week are we getting the Coke the Coke Oreos, Coke Zero Oreos?
I do also want to try those.
Yeah.
Wait, they did. This is a 2-way
cross promotion.
collab?
They made Coke Zero Oreos.
What's that even going to taste like?
This
Who's
probably.
to say?
Oh, now I have to buy these. I can't stop belching. This stuff is terrible. This is going to be an atrocious podcast.
It does have that Oreo flavor coming like on the back end. You were right. That chocolatey flavor on the back end. It's pretty good.
No, Oreos taste good.
No, they don't.
You're so...
No, Hydrox are much better.
I have so many regrets, and those regrets having you two on this podcast. All right.
I didn't instigate this. I don't know why I'm at fault here. I'm sorry I liked something.
Well, you should be.
Well, much like somebody decided to do Life is Strange for this month, I decided we'd do this.
I am faultless this month. I have made us do nothing.
I'm not pointing fingers at any of you.
Been along for the ride.
Anyway, we did that bit last week. We can move on from that, I think.
Yeah.
Thanks. I am pretty incredible.
Hey, patrons. We want to say thank you very much for supporting this podcast. Big thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Make the podcast run. We really do appreciate that. Once a month, beginning of every game, we roll a D100, and there's a chance that there will be a game given away. We've given 2 games away already, so hey, we'll hopefully next month we'll give away another free game. If you're interested in joining our Patreon, patreon.com/squelch. That Coke Zero Oreo is so bad I can't even speak.
It is burping, and it's not pleasant.
It's like what if it's like a Wonka soda, right? Like you just have to, you're floating up to the very top, and you have to like belch your way down. This is atrocious. My heart is
It's a delight. Learn to enjoy things, Dano.
I can't. I can't. It's just like this whole episode, I'm gonna be like,
Yeah,
All right.
maybe it was a bad choice to do this at the top. I don't know.
All right. Here we go. Team of Finley.
Hello, old friend. Let's meet for tea after the match, shall we?
Hey.
Slurp, slurp, slurp.
Hey, Storm Rage, what did you do?
We had a Blizzlet game night, and so we played some Jackbox party games. There's a new adult Jackbox party game, and it is for 18 and up, and it was fine. There's only 3 games when there's usually 5, and one of them is my least favorite type of game, where it's like a group debate style game, and I don't think that there's a good way to gamify that. They've tried so many ways, and I've yet to find a single game that at the end of it I went, oh, okay, this felt fun. It's always like, well, that happened.
The group debate style game that is good is that one that's you're in the dungeon and you have to pick from a list.
That is not a group debate game. That is a group consensus game.
I prefer that one.
That game's great because you're not like a group debate game is often like, okay, well, what's the most effective way to eat cereal? Milk first or this first? And it's actually giving points to whoever makes the best arguments. But so much of the time, it's just like you vote for whatever person you like the most or whatever opinion you agree with, not necessarily the argument itself. And I just don't like those style of games. So we didn't play that. But the other 2 games, one of them was Drawful, and that game's fine. I don't like drawing games that much either. The last one was called Faking It, and that game was awesome. That game was great. And then we played some Among Us, where Matt murdered me a bunch, and I was a good guy the entire time, and I never once did an evil bad thing. But yet I still got shoved out of the airlock several times, even when I clearly was like, yes, there are 2 of these, and it can happen. The 2 of these can exist. And they're like, I don't think so. So they shoved me out the airlock, and then they all lost. And I felt good about them all losing.
So, Storm Rage, I played Among Us with you a few times, I would say. And I would say the most fun part of playing Among Us with you is basically blaming you for everything.
Yeah.
I don't like how many people agree with that statement.
I mean, it's honestly the most fun part.
It is.
It's the only reason to play Among Us in 2024 is to blame you for everything.
I mean, 60% of the time, it's correct.
6% of the time.
It works every time.
Exactly.
I'm also touching on Baldur's Gate 3 just a little bit. I really don't have much time right now. This is my first of 2 real busy seasons at work. And so it's keeping me just so very occupied and also being able to play. But I did play some Baldur's Gate 3 because they released an update that has Mod Manager in the client. And that makes it so I can actually do mods. Otherwise, I will literally never touch mods ever because I do not know how to install them. And I get real spooked every time where they're like, go to this website, download this thing, install it here. And then it's like, okay, well, I don't know, pass. And then lastly, I played the Slice and Dice demo. So there's like a full version of the game. The demo is maybe 15, 20 minutes. It's very short. But that game is awesome. From a design standpoint, that is extremely solid. I enjoy that game a lot, and I'd love to play it more.
Cool. I don't know anything about that game. I'll look into it.
What about you? What have you been up to?
Played some Jackbox with y'all. It was fun. I had a good time. Among Us, I was the imposter twice, like right off the bat, and then I was never the imposter again. And I think I won both times I was the imposter. I'm not sure. I might have been voted off.
You definitely won once. I think we beat you one other time. But I think you were the imposter more than twice.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. I know it was twice right off the bat, and I was like, I just want to do tasks. Been kind of itching for another game, so I've been picked up BG3 again after my vacation. Finished up the Druid Camp storyline, and now I'm moving on to either going to the Underdark or the Mountain Road. We'll see where I go. I haven't figured that out yet. That game's great. Like the story, the characters, like the origin character, your party characters are all great. I love the little banter they have on the road. It's beautiful. Excited to play it more, and making combat easier was the correct decision. Going easy combat mode because I don't want to do the super strong, hard combat. Also, Vampire Survivors. It's kind of turned into my little comfort. Hey, I have 20 minutes to play a video game, and I'm just enjoying the heck out of it. I've unlocked a bunch of stuff on my desktop version of it, so it's just jumps right in and gets pretty powerful. It's fun. I'm enjoying it a lot. Dan, what have you been doing?
In the previous episode of Life is Strange.
Get that gun away from me, psycho! No!
Called film.
Whoa.
Little pieces
What
of...
the
But he could be talking about photography.
Or have you done something wrong? Talk to me.
Hey, Victoria.
What do you want, Max?
I see everything here at Blackwell. Do you understand what I'm saying?
No, and leave me alone.
For reals, Warren, this is between you and me.
Don't insult me. Max, go on.
Hey, leave him alone! Max? Chloe?
It makes perfect sense I'd see you today.
Welcome home, Max.
That's Rachel Amber. Her missing person posters are all over Blackwell.
6 months ago, she just left Arcadia. Without a word. Without me. Something happened to her.
Wait, is that grass? Tell me the truth. That's an order.
I didn't black out. I had another vision. The town is going to get wiped out by a tornado.
Max, tell me everything.
Okay, chapter 2. All right, quick character recap. So Max is our hero. She can rewind time with the power of her mind. Chloe's a blue-haired high school dropout and Max's childhood best friend. Kate is a young Christian girl who is being bullied after a viral video of her making out with someone at a Blackwell Academy Vortex Club party. Rachel Amber is the missing best friend of Chloe. David Mattson is a security guard, Iraq war vet, stepdad to Chloe, and guy who doesn't know how to talk about his feelings in a productive way. Nathan Prescott is a rich kid and a drug dealer. Warren is a nerdy science kid who has a crush on Max. Mark Jefferson, or Mr. Jefferson, is the photography teacher that everyone loves just a little bit too much. Principal What's-His-Name is the principal of the school. He's kind of a jerk to everyone except Nathan Prescott because the Prescotts give a bunch of money to the school. Victoria, she's a rich girl and a bully. Her parents own an art gallery. She's the leader of the Mean Girls. Did I miss anything there?
I think that my only contestation is that I don't think the principal is actually a jerk. I think he's actually pretty okay. It's that first interaction where he is very much a jerk. After that, I don't think he's that bad.
He's even a jerk at the end of this episode.
Oh,
at
yeah.
the end of the chapter, he's a total jerk to her.
I don't
again.
think
He's kind of
so.
like, even though you're the hero.
I mean,
totally like
he likes to drink
hit sauce.
Drink a
That's
little.
next chapter, right?
Well, I mean,
That's
but you see it in this one too.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't think he's particularly impressive, but yeah, I think he's bad at his job. But I guess at the end of this episode, he does try to like do right.
Yeah.
In certain instances.
Does
I think in certain timelines he does, and we're going to go over all those timelines. So here we go. So, beginning of chapter 2, Max wakes up in her room after staying up most of the night conducting what can only be considered as high-level advanced research about quantum physics. Yes, not only is Chloe a high school dropout and Max a budding photographer, but they are both brilliant physicists. Max grabs her shower supplies and heads out into the hallway where most of the dorm is up and about. As she heads to the bathroom, she sees ALYSSA get pelted by a roll of toilet paper. We didn't talk about ALYSSA, I think, last week, but last week, ALYSSA was saved by Max from getting hit in the head with a football. This week, today, Max saves her from getting hit in the head by a roll of toilet paper. You can choose not to save her on both of the accounts, but I mean, why would you?
You're a monster
at this point,
if you don't.
Right.
At this point, we are presented with our most difficult, and may I say, impactful decision of Chapter 2. Do we rewind time to tell ALYSSA to move out of the way of the incoming roll of toilet paper?
course we do.
It's a decision for the ages. Of course you do.
Yeah.
Of course you do. I actually, in this playthrough, was too busy, like, wandering around, looking at other stuff and going into rooms to notice her get hit by it. And then I was walking by to go to the bathroom, and I was like, wait a minute, isn't there? And then I rewound time and saw her get hit. I was like, oh, good thing I played this game 5 times, or I would have missed that roll of toilet paper.
I at the very beginning, so far, we've covered, I took some notes this time around, to be like, what are specific moments that stood out to me? I have 4 total notes, so I didn't do a great job. And 3 of them we have already passed, so I do want to highlight my 3 notes here.
Okay. Go ahead.
At the very beginning, you actually you get a text from Warren, and truth be told, I can't remember what it's about. Maybe it's from Chloe. It's for Chloe, because she's like, hey, let's go get breakfast. And the exchange itself is basically, Max ends one of her messages with a smiley face emoticon, so like the semicolon parentheses. And Chloe hates emojis so much. It made me laugh so hard thinking about how present emojis are everywhere nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
So that whole exchange was very, very funny for me. When you're walking around looking into rooms,
I don't want to go past that real quick, because like I think like the impressiveness of the emoticons that Max is presenting in her text messages is shockingly good. Like,
yes.
It's next. It's not like a smiley face emoji. It's like complex emoticons. Very impressive.
Yeah. They're text emoticons. They're not like the things. Yeah.
Yes. Like the stuff you copy and paste of a website to put onto like your thing. Like it's very complicated and very impressive stuff.
Yes, it is. Next up, there was you can go into basically everybody's room at the very beginning of the morning. And if you go into Dana's room, and we talked about this last episode, Dana had taken a pregnancy test. And Dana has some contraceptives that you can, quote, look at. And my favorite response was, if you do look at Max's response, normally when she looks at things, she goes, oh, wow, I didn't know that this was here, or that's so interesting, or anything with words. Instead, her response for looking at contraceptives is, and that's it. That's the entirety of it. It's just,
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted so much more.
Later on, and I'm not going to talk about it in the recap, but later on, she actually passes him in the hallway, and if you look at him, Max goes, I sure hope he's using protection.
Amazing. And the last note that I have is, man, Alyssa loves to get hit by stuff, because we saved her in Chapter 1, and in Chapter 2, I didn't even realize that she got hit by it until I went back through and I rewound for a completely different purpose, and I saw toilet paper fly out of the room. I was like, what? Oh, Alyssa, stop getting hit by stuff.
You can save her in every chapter of the game.
Yeah.
Yes, I did not know that.
Every chapter, there's a thing a place where you can save her. Yeah, and every time she's like, wow, you're just here whenever I need you. It's really great. It's one of my favorite parts of the game.
So anyway, those are 3 of my 4 notes. We can continue on.
They're great notes. So after saving or not saving Alyssa, we head to the bathroom where we see Kate sadly brushing her teeth. Now, if we were a monster last episode and took a photo of Kate instead of rescuing her from David Madsen, she's not super nice to us, and rightly so. But if you did stop David Madsen from being a jerk to her, she's friendly, even though you can tell something is really bothering her. She asks for you to return a book that you borrowed, and this is the second person that has asked Max to return a thing that she has borrowed, which makes me really wonder if Max has a problem with borrowing things and then not returning them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's a bit of a theme that I'm seeing here. It's like, Max, I love you, but I need you to give me my book back for class. I need it for this morning, and you haven't returned it yet. Just saying that's maybe something to work on, Max.
I would agree with that.
She's a kleptomaniac. It's fine.
I don't think it's a klepto if people know that you've taken it.
It's
just really bad at returning stuff.
Now, this game is snooping around your friends' rooms, the video game.
That is true.
Chapter 1, you like snoop around like Chloe's parents' bedroom, like into drawers, and like, oh look, there's a picture of her and her dead husband. And oh look, like it is just snooping the game.
Yeah, it's fine.
75% of this game. So while Max is showering, she overhears Victoria and Mean Girl number 1 talking to Kate and being generally sort of awful to her, which causes Kate to leave. Once Kate is gone, they start talking trash about Max, not knowing she is in the shower. They mostly seem to not like her because she doesn't dress like them and because she takes a lot of pictures with a Polaroid camera. Then they write a link to Kate's video on the bathroom mirror using lipstick and then go about their day. Max is a choice to either wipe off the link or leave it there.
I can't imagine anybody who notices this choice not destroying that link, because we talked about very few like good and bad choices. This is objectively just the good, correct choice.
6% of people are monsters.
I think 6% of people just don't see it.
Yeah, or they just didn't realize they could wipe it off, or, or they're just playing the game where they could be as mean as possible. I don't know.
Yeah.
Because reading through some of like the reviews of this game, I feel there's some people out there who are playing it that way.
Yeah.
So when Max returns to her room, she'll find it trashed if she tattled on Nathan Prescott for trying to commit first-degree unaliving, or if she rearranged the photos of Victoria's room into a middle finger. If you didn't do either of these things in Chapter 1, your room is untouched.
Yay!
My room was touched. My room was destroyed, and it's spooky.
Yeah, because you rat on Nathan Prescott, right?
Yeah, I did. I narked on him. I stand by it. I have no regrets. And yep.
So it was totally trashed, and then also it's like a message or something, right?
Yeah, you get a text message from a unknown number. You actually get 2 in the morning. The first is like pretty clearly from Nathan. That's like, hey, thanks for narking on me. A lot of expletives. And if you ever say anything about me again, I'm gonna insert violent threat. And then as you're walking out a little bit later, you get a text from his dad who introduces himself. Hi, I'm Nathan's father. I've heard you've been spreading lies about my son. If you pursue this, we will pursue legal action. And that's the end of it.
See, I got I didn't narc on
anonymous one.
I got the anonymous one.
Yeah. So if you don't narc, you get an anonymous text from somebody being like,
"I'm gonna
saying anonymous."
You're gonna threaten
things.
you.
Yeah.
They threaten you.
Yeah. So you find the book after spilling soda on it, and then rewinding time to unspill soda on it, and you take it to Kate's room. Kate's room is a mess, and she's sitting there in the dark, clearly crying. She has messages from her mom and aunt calling her a Jezebel and other awful things. But she had a letter from her dad saying that he loves her and supports her. Good job, Kate's dad.
Yeah, this is one of those first few moments, one of the first moments, I should say, in this chapter that really stuck out to me. Of, wow, her family are terrible to her. Mm-hmm. And whatever this video is, and we never see it, we do hear more details about it later on. She is basically abandoned by everybody in her family except for her dad. Mm-hmm. And they look and they go, this is a terrible video. You're not the daughter that I wanted.
Yeah, or like I'm going to pray for you and hopefully that you won't go to hell, or it was pretty generally bad. Awful stuff.
Yeah.
And like, so as you kind of go around her room, you have like there are verses that she had marked in her Bible and then like scratched out and like sadness after the fact. And like, it was pretty clear that she's a very religious person who's having a crisis.
Yes.
And the video was basically just a video of her making out with somebody at a party is essentially what it is. That's what I've taken away from it. But yeah,
she does seem to be in some sort of a drug-induced stupor in the video as well. And it seems to be my interpretation was that she was making out with multiple people at said party, but also clearly not in control and clearly only because she had been drugged in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah. So at this point, Max learns that Kate was drugged at the party. She said she had 1 glass of red wine, but she goes, I have red wine at church every Sunday, and I don't get blackout drunk. So we learned that Kate was drugged at the party, and Kate wants to know if Max thinks if she should go to the police or not. So this is a major decision in the episode or in the chapter, whether Kate thinks that she should, that yes, I believe you and you should go to the police, or no, I think you need more evidence before you do anything. And that is a kind of a major sticking point in the episode, because Max is also worried about her being involved, because she at this point has gotten into a little bit of trouble with like David Madsen and the principal and that kind of stuff. So
yeah, I told her to go to the police because I did the other option, the wait for more proof, and the outcome was not what I expected or liked. Like,
yeah, we believe victims in this podcast.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So I said go to. I didn't even like listen to the other one and rewind time. I just yes, go to the police.
I did the first time I was like, just go to the police. And the second time I was like, well, what if we did wait for more proof? What's her reaction there? And she's pretty hostile towards you.
Yeah.
She is very much like, oh, so you don't believe me? Oh, so you don't trust me? Oh, so you think that this is all just a lie? And it's like, whoa, wait, that's not what I said. That's not what I said. That's not what I said. And I immediately rewound it and made a different choice.
And I get it. I think it's like a valid response from Kate.
I think so too.
It's like, it's this person who is like, seems to be the only person who seems to be caring about her. Even though Kate does have other friends at school, it seems like only Max is really there for her right now. And then, so she thinks Max is on her side, believing her. And then Max says, wait a minute. No, I don't really believe you. I could see why she'd be upset. So I totally am on Kate's side there. Especially because she was very clearly drugged.
Yeah.
So the scene ends. Max gets a text from Chloe telling her to wait. I think I'll talk about it later. Okay, never mind. So Max gets a text from Chloe telling her to meet her at Two Whales for breakfast on her way to the bus, which is a school bus and not a city bus, which is super weird because why not just have it be a city bus? You can still have the kids in the bus going to wherever they want to go.
Yeah.
And then it wouldn't be like a school bus that's like chartered to like drive around town during the school day and drop kids off at not school places. Just have it be a city bus.
Yeah.
And maybe prep schools just have money to throw away. And so they just have like school bus only for the kids just driving around for that one kid that needs to get from point A to point B. I don't know. I was just like, why not have it be a city bus?
Yeah, and there's 4 kids on the bus too. It's like, it's not like it's a full bus.
Yeah, and so it makes regular rounds too, right? And it stops at bus stops, and there are people from Arcadia Bay waiting at a bus stop for presumably another bus, not the Blackwell Academy school bus. So it's a whole thing I found just be kind of like, why not make this a city bus?
And
I don't
one
think
of them's going to be a millionaire.
Like, one of them is it's a random guy at the bus stop is like, this here lotto ticket's going to make me a millionaire. I'm like, you go, bud. I hope it does. Anyways, so Max heads out to Wells. Before she can get there, though, she runs into Warren, asking her to go to Planet of the Apes in his new car. And he goes, let's go ape. So when I say new, I mean it's like new to him. It's actually a super old car. I think it's implied in one of these, I think in the first episode, that he bought the new car to take Max to the movies, which is like a big decision for just like a crush. Like, but kids be kind of dumb.
Yeah.
So at this point, you can choose to either say yes to go on the date or no to not go on the date. You never do go on the date one way or the other, but you can say yes or no, and it does have like implications in your relationships with other people at the school, whether you say yes or no, and how like Warren treats you in text messages. So
I have never told Warren no until this round, and I was like, I need to try it. I need to see what happens.
Yeah.
And that poor little guy's so bummed. He's so sad. He just wants to go see a movie with a cute girl. That's all he wants, and it's not gonna happen.
No, I said yes the first playthrough, but I've said no all 4 times afterwards because, like, sorry, like, Chloe and Max.
Max has got too many things to do this week.
Max has eyes for Chloe only at this point. Chloe's back in her life, and it's she can't be going on dates with another person. So yeah, I say no every time now because it's just more fun. Because it is really funny to see him get all sad and kind of desperate.
You think that's funny, Dano? I think that's so
I don't
sad.
know. I mean, it ends up happy in the end because he ends up going out with someone who does want to be with him. So it's fine. It's just puppy love. Can't get mad about that. Anyways, so Max heads to Two Whales, which is a local diner. sits down at a table to wait for Chloe. Now, this is a very sad point in the game for me specifically, because at this point, I missed the photo in the bathroom.
Oh,
so this is the first photo I think I've missed in like 3 playthroughs.
I mean, you can still do it after you do the scene.
It's not the same.
I know.
Not the same to go back and do it. No, you have to go. No, you have to get the photo while you do the playthrough. Otherwise, it doesn't count.
No,
As a reminder, in case you're wondering what photos are they talking about, there are these dumb little side photos you could take that don't impact the story in any way, shape, or form.
Excuse me, fire walk with me etched into the bathroom mirror.
I just thought it was something at the junkyard. And so I wasn't even thinking to go into the bathroom. And I knew that. I found that in the second playthrough of the game. And I've never missed it. So
favorite thing in the bathroom is please flush before peeing on the floor. Written on the wall.
So I did miss a photo in this chapter, which did bum me out because every time I went to check to make sure I got the photos, there was one missing. It was very disappointing. So anyway, so she goes to table to wait for Chloe. While waiting, a waitress walks up to her and turns out to be Chloe's mom, Joyce, who has worked at the Two Whales before Max left town. Joyce is very excited to see Max. Not super excited that Max isn't the world's best example for Chloe, since in my playthrough, I did say that the joint was mine when they got busted smoking in Chloe's bedroom. Maybe your playthrough is different. But in mine, Joyce is not super enthused that I'm not the world's best example for Chloe, because she kind of wanted me to be. But she's still happy to be here, and it's like, and Max is very excited to see her as well. So Chloe shows up. Before that, Joyce asks Max what to order. This is a very important thing. You can either order a bacon omelet or a Belgian waffle. What did you guys do?
Belgian waffle for me.
I did the bacon omelet.
Gross. Bacon omelet? No, because then you're wrecking the bacon. It's all chopped up into little bits.
No, it's amazing.
What's the point?
It's amazing. Nah. Have you not had a bacon omelet?
I've had an omelet with bacon in it, yeah. Like, what's better is like an omelet with a bunch of other stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, bacon's fine, but you need to have sausage and stuff. I don't know. It just felt like a bacon omelet seemed a little weak. Right. So I went with the Belgian waffle.
I mean, it's the Bigfoot bacon omelet. It says it right there on the menu.
You're right. My bad. So you can rewind time and choose a different thing. I think. Maybe I'm wrong about that.
No, you can. Yeah.
I figured you can, because why couldn't you? So Chloe arrives and they begin to speak about Max's power. Chloe asks Max to prove it to her that she has these powers, and Max uses the power of like rewinding time to like figure out what was in her pocket. This part kind of bummed me out because for the first time when Chloe goes, "What are in my pockets?" And you have 4 options, and one of them is "I don't know." And when you select "I don't know" instead of like guessing randomly, she goes, "I don't know," like all sad, like she should know. I feel like Max should be like, "I don't know, what are in your pockets?" Because like she knows that she's just gonna like trick you into showing her and then rewind time. So I feel like the tenor of that was directed poorly by like the whoever was directing the voice acting. It should have been like, no, this should be more upbeat. It shouldn't be like a sad "I don't know."
Yeah,
that was just my personal notes. I'm just saying. So Max says everything that's in her pocket. And then she asks for further proof, and so Max like waits 30 seconds, and like things happen in the diner. Then you rewind time and tell her everything that's going to happen right before it happens. Chloe is super impressed. They head out to go to like Chloe's super secret spot. As they're leaving, Max get a call from Kate, and Chloe is like super salty that like Max is accepting the phone call. And, like, she's kind of like, "Oh, you've been gone for, like, 5 years, but, yeah, go talk to your new friend." And I'm like, I feel like a conversation could be had here. Like, Max is 18 years old. She's just in high school still, but she does, like, present in a more mature manner where she could be like, "Hey, Kate's going through some stuff. I'll be with you in a second. We're going to hang out today." Because, like, you can't not answer Kate's phone call. I mean, who would do that? Me on my first playthrough. I did. But never again, though.
This is my other note of my 4 notes. This is my last note. I I wanted to see, because I never not answered. So Kit gives you a phone call, and after all that she's been through, that poor girl, I always answer it. And this time I was like, I've never even seen the other side. I want to see what the other side is. So I didn't answer, and it was like, oh, sweet, we can get out of here super fast, and I don't have to worry about my mom being a real witch to me. And I was terrified that at the end of it, I would not be able to rewind time again. And I got so nervous, I debated reinstalling the game and doing a new playthrough because there is no way I was not going to answer that call.
You can restart from last save point if you haven't, from last checkpoint. You just have to start the beginning of that scene if you haven't ended that scene yet.
Oh, I didn't know that. But you can rewind anyway. It was a moot point. It was just one of those that I was really worried about at the time.
Because I was worried about that towards the end of this episode when I interrupted Mr. Jefferson and Kate talking. I thought you had to go into the room and that next scene started, so I panicked, hit pause, and restarted the scene so I could make sure I could go into the science room and get the photograph with Warren doing the experiment correctly. So they get to the junkyard. It's a junkyard that Chloe calls her secret hideout. It is a junkyard. Chloe's wearing boots because they're in a junkyard. And Max is just like wearing a nice pair of Converse that she's like done the high school kid thing of like drawing on. So it's like artsy. And you can like hear the squish squish of like the gunk of the junkyard. And you're like, man, Chloe, you could have told her to like wear boots. Because like now she's ruined these nice pair of Converse. But So none of this comes up in the game, by the way. This is just in my head. None of this was brought up in the game whatsoever. This was just like my internal like headcanon. You wander around the junkyard and you see that this is a place that was very important to Rachel Amber and Chloe. Like this was their hideout. You see a whole bunch of stuff from like their friendship together. And Max feels a little sad that she wasn't part of all of this. She feels like, what if she had been here for the last 5 years? Would the three of them been best friends? That kind of stuff. You walk around, you see a shirt in the corner of a junkyard that she says creepy. Remember that spot for later. There's a bunch of other stuff, a bunch of bottles that you have to pick up. There's like some other like some cool photograph spots. There's like a doll that's been like burnt that she mentions. A couple photo opportunities. It's kind of a neat little spot. So they have like a clever little scene where you have to like rewind time during like where they're practicing firing a gun that Chloe had stolen from her stepfather in the previous episode. After that scene is over, Frank Bowers, who is the local drug dealer, shows up demanding for Chloe to give him his money. Now, at this point, Max has the gun because Chloe was trying to get her to take like a shot, to just have a practice shot. And so you could either choose to shoot Frank or not shoot him. Now, if you choose to shoot him, there's no bullets in the gun. So you can't actually shoot him. But at this point, he'll get mad, demand his money, and walk away. If you choose not to shoot him, he just kind of laughs at you and steals the gun from you. So, did you guys shoot him?
Yes, because
yeah,
I don't.
So did I.
Yeah, I'm like, it was one of those. I did it because like, okay, I'm going to shoot him because I forgot what the scene was afterwards because I think I did the other option last time.
I did not. I don't like violence. My Max would not like violence. So I said, nope, no guns.
But you gave a drug dealer a gun.
I didn't mean to. The drug dealer took the gun. I didn't hand it over.
Yeah.
I mean, I figure Max was protecting Chloe. She was afraid of what he was going to do. He had a knife in her face, and she was protecting him. So that was my reason for doing it.
Fair.
I gotta say on this scene, I hated the bottle search. I hate the bottle
it's the worst
so much. It's awful.
It's fine. There's that one trick one that's in the back there. But if you wander around long enough, she goes, "Isn't there like
a spot where there's a fire? Yeah, a bonfire.
Yeah,
spot?
so you look for the smoke and then you just follow it to the smoke. I figure it gives it to you pretty quickly. It doesn't bother me too much. So Chloe and Max head down the railroad tracks and chat about how weird everything is and how nice it is they're friends again. They're lying down on the tracks like you do. Max walks away to take a picture. She has another attack and a vision of a giant tornado. And then she comes to after hearing Chloe scream that she is stuck. The train is coming and her foot is stuck between the tracks. Max has to run around and figure out how to unstuck Chloe while repeatedly rewinding time to keep Chloe from getting smooshed by the train. It is absolutely an unhinged scene.
Yeah.
It is the first time that my heart rate starts to skyrocket in this game, as I'm just hearing Chloe's screams again and again and again as you just fervently just search anywhere for any sort of possibility on how to get her unstuck. How did you guys unstick her?
I cut the red wire.
Or I cut I cut the wire that opened up the switcher thing.
Oh, interesting. There's a big a cord wheel that you can basically use a crowbar and yeet it onto the tracks, and it just destroys that whole box, and then it lets Chloe go. That's what I did.
I think I did it the first time, but I've not done that one since. I just go around. Maybe I've never done that one.
I don't think I've done that.
I don't know if I ever have.
No.
Now I have to play the game again. Right.
It was
I
first
think I've
time.
always got the crowbar.
Can you derail the train somehow?
I don't know, but
It'd
it
be
was
cool
the
if
first
you
time
could.
that
You
I'd
can't,
gotten the. At the end of every chapter, you get whether your choices, and one of the choices is did or did not tamper with the railroad tracks. And it was the first time I got that did tamper with the railroad tracks.
Yeah, so I think if you cut the red wire, you get the didn't tamper with the railroad tracks. And then if you do what you did and yeet the cable onto it, then you've tampered with the railroad tracks. So I think those are the two ways to do it then.
Yeah.
So, all right, where am I at here? All right, back at school, Max sees Mr. Jefferson and Kate talking, ending with Kate walking away crying after not getting the help she clearly thought she was going to get. Class starts, and someone runs in and says someone is on top of the girls' dorm.
So
everyone run.
So before this, I actually followed Kate out the door.
Yeah.
Because I was like, you gotta because I know it's going to happen, and so I'm like, I want to make sure I can interact. If there's a way to interact with her beforehand, I would.
Yeah, I followed her out. And she was like, I don't want to talk right now or something like that, which I thought was really neat. Yeah. A really nice touch, I felt like. So everyone runs outside and you arrive just in time to see Kate jump off the building. You rewind time a couple of times and eventually slow time to the point where it is basically stopped. You get to the rooftop in time to stop Kate, but your powers are spent, so you can't use them anymore, which is the game basically saying you can't undo what you're about to do, which I think is a really cool way to, she spent her powers to get here, and now she has to do it herself.
Mm-hmm. It adds so much tension to this scene. It is so
really
good.
Cool. Really cool.
It is the first and maybe only part in the entire game that you cannot use rewind in any way, shape, or form, and it adds such tension so fast.
So you have to try to talk Kate down from the ledge, using the things you learned about her by rummaging around in her room and providing proof that you are a friend who loves her by talking about all the cool things you did behind her back while she couldn't see them, which I think is a weird way to prove your friendship, but it works. So if you were nice to Kate and did good things and you were able to say, hey, Kate, I'm here for you. There's someone here for you. And then finally you mentioned her dad, which is kind of the straw that was the last thing she needed, was that family that was there for her. She takes your hand and comes off the ledge. I assume we all saved Kate in this episode.
Yeah, I did this time.
Yeah, Matt didn't the first time, right?
No, I was so devastated. I think I answered every question wrong the first time, and it was awful.
Yeah, so you kind of saved Kate. Oh, I almost forgot. Kate has a pet bunny in her room, which is sort of bananas when you think about it, considering she's a high schooler living in a dorm room. It's kind of nutty that she has a bunny. It'll come up next chapter too as well. But
why is she allowed a pet? That's weird.
It's a good question. It's a great question. Okay. Hi, Dean.
Hi. Can I say hi to everybody?
Yeah, you can say hi to everyone. All right, say hi to everyone. Oh, okay. Headphones.
Someone. Hi.
Hi, Dean.
Hi. Hi.
Get some rest. Get some rest, bud.
Bye.
Bye.
Bark. Bye-bye.
All right. So afterwards, you find yourself in Principal What's-His-Name's office with Mr. Jefferson, Nathan, David Mattson. Principal What's-His-Name wants to get to the bottom of this and has brought all three people who have been mean to Kate to his office and demands that you tell him who is the meanest. He's still kind of a jerk to you at this point, even though he's like, oh, you saved her life. He even managed to make it sound like an accusation at the same time. Like, how dare you? He's like a super cool dude.
I did like he chewed out David and said, why was that door unlocked?
He did, which
like,
is a really fair point.
Yeah.
It's interesting that you say that he chewed her out. I don't remember that at all. And I don't
know. Maybe I'll go back and play it, but I feel like in mine he kind of had like a weird tone, kind of like a hero blaming situation. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, my memory of it, and again, it's been like 7 days since I played it, so it could be a little faulty, was that he was like, hey, if it weren't for Max, we would be in a absolute tragedy, and someone's gonna be to blame. Max, you're the only one that did good today, so tell me what you know.
Yeah, and that is basically what he says. Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. So basically, he wants you to choose who is the meanest person to Kate. So if you have said that Nathan is the meanest, Nathan and Max will get in an argument. If Max hasn't gotten into any trouble and narked on Nathan, he will get suspended. If she has gotten into trouble, she will get suspended.
I got suspended.
That's what happened on my first playthrough. Not this one, but my first one.
I've never been suspended. I didn't know that was a possibility.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so if you take the blame for Chloe and if you do a couple other things they don't like, then when you get in the argument, it basically gets turned around on you and you get home. And then you get suspended and your mom and dad are sending you text messages like, what's going on? It's pretty crazy.
I didn't know that was possible. That is amazing.
Yeah, there's a lot of different ways you can get suspended in this scene. So if you say that David Mattson, the security guard, is the meanest, he will be put on leave if you have been a good kid and you took a picture of him being mean to Kate, and instead of coming to her rescue. If that happens, then he gets put on administrative leave. If you were naughty and you didn't take the picture, then you get suspended. And this is what happened on my third playthrough.
Amazing. Did not know that.
If you say that Mr. Jefferson is the meanest because he didn't listen to Kate, he will get put on leave and then not be allowed to go to San Francisco for the Everyday Hero Photography Contest.
Yeah.
If you ratted on either of them, either David Mattson or Nathan to the principal, Mr. Jefferson will basically try to put the blame on one of them. If you didn't, he'll kind of be he'll play this holier than thou. It's like, I understand. This is just what's for the greater good and what's best for Kate at this point. This is obviously not what I would like, but this is just what has to be done.
This is what happened in my playthrough this time.
Yeah, same for me.
I ended up blaming Mr. Jefferson. My main reasoning here was just the last scene that you have between Jefferson and Kate is so small, but it's a moment where Kate is genuinely on the verge of breaking down, and Mr. Jefferson just doesn't help even a little bit. And
he accuses her of
yeah, it was
being
well, you want to create attention to yourself, and
we kind of get a little bit from Mr. Principal What's-His-Name during this scene where it's she's kind of been your teacher's assistant, what's going on here? So kind of Kate went to him as this is an adult that I can trust. I know that I know that he will believe me and that he will help me. And instead she got the exact opposite, which kind of pushed her to the point where she's like, okay, I feel like there's only one thing I can do.
Yeah, I will say this is my first time blaming him. My first time I blamed Nathan because I hated Nathan so much, and I don't love him, but I already narked on him once. I'm not gonna push him too far. I'll go ahead and let that sleeping dog lie. And then David Madsen, I felt like if I blamed him this time, I'd negatively impact Chloe's life more because he'd just be at home more. And I don't think him or Chloe want that. So I was like, it was more a process of elimination of the other two rather than really wanting to blame Jefferson, but I'll still take it.
Yeah, I blame Nathan, and I kind of regret it, but like it's whatever at this point.
I've done all three. They're all three fun.
Yeah.
Though I do feel like the security guard is kind of punching down a little bit. Like,
yeah,
I kind of feel like he's more of. I kind of find him more of a sad character than anything else.
Yeah.
Like the more I play the game, the more I'm kind of like, he just doesn't have the skills, to process what he's doing, and so his only way of dealing with it is accusatory and through just the worst possible way to do it. Like he's doing his best, and sadly, his best is terrible. So I kind of feel bad for him for the most part.
I really want to talk about David in the next episode. Like,
it's
because like there's a scene, real small scene with David about David in the next episode that is really, really good. So,
Storm Rage, you want to read? This is a good point. This is a good note here. Thank you. I can't believe I almost forgot this part.
So it ends. That scene fades out, and you're talking with Warren and about the crazy day, and then the final stinger. This is the stinger that made me go, "Oh, this is a game. This is a story." Because truth be told, like I talked about it last week, right? Last week was a table setting. I think it's a great table setting, but at the end of the day, it is just exposition for about 2 to 3 hours, depending on how fast you play it. And so for those of you that are still with us that were like, hey, this may not be the most exciting plot-by-plot point, thank you. Thank you for your grace, because this is where the game really turned on for me, and I went, I have to keep playing. I absolutely have to keep playing. So the stinger is, we see a binder, and it has some pictures of Kate Marsh in it. And the binder closes and is placed on a bookshelf. And on the side, the spine of the binder, it just says Kate Marsh. And we see on the bookshelf that there is a number of these similar binders. And the last thing that we see is that the binder next to Kate Marsh that has just been put up is labeled Rachel Amber. And we see a hand in a black glove place Kate Marsh's binder up, and then it fades. And that's it. God!
It's really, really good.
It's so good.
Like, I think I might... it wasn't like... There wasn't a lot to Chapter 2, to be honest. Like, Chapter 1 set the table, and Chapter 2 was kind of like having, like, you're waiting for the food to arrive. You're having, maybe an iced tea, chatting with friends, but nothing's really... Like, the Kate Marsh stuff is big, and it's really big, but it wraps up, basically, at the end of the... So, like, stuff is happening, but, like, it doesn't feel like there's more to the game. It's obvious this isn't the whole thing.
Chapter 2 is where I expected the game to end. I expected that like we would find out who's been bullying Kate Marsh, and then that'd be the end of it, and great, fantastic, we're done. And then it reminds you, no, this is the start. This is not the end point. This is where things really get going.
Yeah.
And it's a very intense chapter where 2 people almost or possibly die, and even that is just the beginning to unraveling the mysteries of Arcadia Bay.
Yeah, it really is such a cool point at the end of the chapter. It's just really, really neat. Super fun chapter. Absolutely loved it. No notes. Thank you very much.
Taste my grilled cheese.
All right, what is our first good? Much. Storm Rage.
So the first Naga sandwich is that when you go to the diner, there's a lot of like weird people that you never interact with ever again, but you can have fun conversations with. Some of them suck. Some of them are just like rude people that are not fun. But there's this homeless woman that I've never interacted with before who's behind the diner. So you have to go past the diner and then turn back around, and she's in this little alcove, and she talks about the Prescotts, and she's like pretty wise, and she's this homeless woman who's just been there forever and is really down on her luck. And it was one of those small interactions that just kind of stood out to me of every character in this game, good or bad, fun or not, has a very specific viewpoint and is fairly well fleshed out, even if you only see them for one single scene. And that kind of writing, I think, is so difficult to do, but I think they really nail it.
The truckers in the diner,
the
cop in the diner.
The cop is great.
I think even what little you get because you get like your first intro to Frank at this scene. Frank hanging out behind the diner with his dog.
Yeah.
It's amazing how much they do with so little, and it rewards you for taking your time.
Yeah.
This game wants you to take your time, and it rewards you for it. It's super cool. I've got the not so good. I took a photo. I took the photo of David being awful to Kate, and then I rewound time, and then I went and I saved her. I should have been allowed to use that because in every other instance, you are allowed to do this. You are allowed to take a picture of something and then rewind time and change something as if it never happened, but you get to keep the thing that you did. But in this one time, you can't, and it just bums me out because you can is a part where you can like use the photo to like blame David Madsen basically, and you can't actually use it if you saved Kate from him. You can't be like, oh, and I also have the photo. You can't get your best of both worlds. You can't get your cake and eat it too, which makes me so sad. Because I'm like, why shouldn't I be able to?
Yeah,
I should be
can't.
able to. What's our best good, Matt?
Best good is I think Stormrage talked about it also, but like the diner scene in general is like honestly my favorite part of Act 2. Like the fact that like you can interact with the trucker and it's like you can like say I want to be like Chloe's mom. She's the greatest, and like he's just like, yeah, keep it up. And then like the cop where the cop talks about David Madsen and it's like why he really shouldn't be a cop. And then like just in general, like also like just to feel the diner, the whole scene is great. But the menu, you look at the menu, it's great. Like it's just your typical diner breakfast menu with like everything, just great food. But in the beverages, there's mineral water. I love the fact that there's mineral water in the beverages. It's just like that little bit of class that.
That's real solid.
Yeah. So.
He asks each traveler 5 questions. 3 questions. 3 questions.
3 questions.
That's a magic number.
I will ask myself 3 questions.
We have a special 3 questions from Steven Sensei in Discord. So Steven had a couple questions about 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 the game and the playthrough. We thought, hey, let's go ahead and just talk about it on the podcast. So the questions are first, what playthrough is everybody on? Matt, what playthrough are you on right now?
This is my second playthrough.
Rage?
I've said third a lot, but now I'm thinking about it more. I think it's my fourth. I think it's my 4th playthrough. I think it's my 3rd on PC because I played 2, maybe 1 or 2 on PlayStation. I played 1 like with all of my friends, and we played it like everybody voted on decisions that we were making.
That's fun.
That's a fun way to do it.
It was real fun. And
I thought about doing that on Twitch one time, like just playing through the game on Twitch and letting everyone vote on it. That'd be kind of fun.
Yeah, and then I did that as well. And then that's one where like I ended up kind of befriending David Madsen the entire way, which was a very interesting choice that I would not have done on my own. But yeah, I think now that I thought about it more, I think this is my 4th playthrough.
This is my 5th playthrough. This is my 5th playthrough of this game. So I guess, Matt, maybe not less for you, but maybe more for me and Stormrage. Why do you keep coming back to this game, considering that's, kind of a short game, narrative focus, how it ends.
Right.
So what keeps you coming back to the game?
Okay.
Matt, do you want to answer first?
So for the honest answer, first one, because Stormrage bought it for me. So I was forced to play it. Second one, because we decided to do it this month for the show. It's not a game that I would actually just like come down and sit down and just decide to play like at random. But it's like what's a game that I'd like, I like talking about with my friends about. That's why I played it. That's mainly the reason I decided to play it again.
Storm Rage.
I love this game. To me, the most interesting thing in any game is not the mechanics or the way that it's played or the graphics. To me, the most interesting thing in any game is the story that it tells and the characters that it creates. And Life is Strange tells such a strong story. It's like going... To compare it to a different medium, I have watched Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, no joke, probably 24 to 30 times. I've watched that movie a lot because I think the storytelling in it is just so deeply perfect that it deserves to be watched every time. And every time I catch something new. And the same is true for Life is Strange. It is such a wonderful story. And every single time I catch something new, even if I know most of the choices and how things play out in the end, there's a lot of small things that I just don't ever catch. And I never think playing a game that has a very engaging story that makes you question how you treat others and all sorts of other things is never a wrong choice.
Yeah, for me, I think it is just the way that the story is fleshed out and told. And I said it a lot in this episode, but I love that this game really encourages you to slow down. Like, there are, like, spots in every single chapter where you can just sit. Mm-hmm. You sit, and then you hear a small little internal monologue from Max, and then a song plays, and the camera just rotates around her. For as long as you want it to, you can just sit in that spot and observe the scene you're in. So, like, there's a spot in the junkyard where you can just sit and, like, look at the surroundings. And there's a spot in the quad where you can just watch the other kids and you can watch everything. It's just cool. And it's neat. And it's really different from a lot of the games I play. Play a lot of, like, ARPGs, right? Like Diablo 3 or Last Epoch, which is, like, just like everything's going a mile a minute. It's just like this crazy raucous, like, a million things happening on screen. You're trying to get through content as quickly as possible so you can get as much loot as possible. And in this game, that's not what they want. They want you to engage in the world they created and engage in the characters, both big and small. And I think that's just super cool. And I absolutely love it. And what's so neat is I feel like the music and the dialogue is just, it all just goes so well. Like, it just all hit like perfect. And it really, yeah. So the follow-up question. So what is the draw for so many playthroughs, especially given that you know the choices and the outcomes? So I think it's kind of what we've been talking about, but, like, for me, what is the draw for so many playthroughs? Like, first of all, it's kind of fun to go see other playthroughs, especially as we get to the end. The big final choice is a big decision, and I still haven't decided what my decision is going to be for that. Like, I think I know what I'm going to do, but I don't yet. And it's the same for every single one. Like, I know the choices, and I know what's going to kind of happen, and it's kind of fun to, like, choose different ones for certain things and choose the same thing every time for other ones, because, you know, I'm going to treat Kate right because she deserves it. But other things, like, maybe in this one I'm going to be kind of a jerk to David Madsen, and another one I'm going to be kind of kind to him, right? Because, you know, why not? So it's because the characters are so interesting, and because the branches are so fun, because, like, you can tell the same story in slightly different ways. I think, for me, that I think is what is so fun for this game for me to come back to over and over again.
Yes, 1000%.
Cool. All right. Let's sell the game to a friend.
You're thinking, can I afford to buy a car like this? Huh? Am I right? Seriously, Stan, you can't afford not to buy a car like this, and I'm going to make it easy on you.
Storm Rage, sell this game to a friend.
What if every decision you ever made was always the wrong decision, and yet you never loved being wrong quite so much?
Man at Arms.
First big dip on the roller coaster with many, many, many more twists and turns and switchbacks to come.
It's a video game that stands out because it wants you to take your time, and at certain points in the game even tells you to take your time. When you return back to school after hanging out with Chloe, Max says, "I have time before my next class. I should see what everyone is up to. Like, the game encourages you not to rush to the next point, not to rush to the next plot point, but instead to engage in this world and to see the different people and to talk to them. And I think that's what's so cool, because there are things that you can really easily miss, like getting invited to the Vortex Club party or not, which will be important later on in the game. It won't change the story, but it will change in how the story is told. Like getting the different photographs and seeing Warren and his element of being a scientist, quote unquote, and seeing the teachers. It's super cool. And I love that. I love that they're like, hey, slow down, pal. You're going to get there, but just enjoy the scenery while you do. I think that's just a really neat, you're going to go and you can befriend one of the football players, for Pete's sakes. Like, there's like at one point, the guy who like was throwing the ball earlier and was kind of giving you grief, you can go and talk to him. And the guy who got in trouble for texting with Victoria. And you can chat with him and he can be like, yeah, so what's the deal? And she goes, well, I think Victoria's doing this. We talk about her. He's like, yeah, you know what? You're right. We should stop doing that.
Yeah.
And it's just this cool little moment that, the game doesn't need, and it doesn't progress anything, but it just tells the story of these kids. And it's really fun and interesting. So that's sold the game to a friend, I guess.
Yeah, I actually have made it a point to spend more time with the stoners and skaters this time around, because they're just good people in this game, just as they are in real life.
Yep.
All right, so that's it for this week. Thank you all so much for listening. Thanks to all our patrons for patronizing us. A special thank you to our producers and best friends forever, Baximus and RidiculousHat. You can find all our social media and contact information to pin comment on our Patreon page over at patreon.com/squelch.
And games aren't supposed to be. Let me rewind that. Are supposed to be fun.
Yeah, rewind time, baby.
And don't forget to suggest a game for October.
Please.
This is the end of the show. Everybody bye!
Got it.
I was chilling on the interwebs.
Maybe a little long.
A little long. I knew this was going to go a little long.
Yeah.
So
It's going to be a long night for me. I was hoping we were going to be done at 6:30. It's 8 o'clock. I have so much work left to do.
Oh, no.
I'm sorry, bud.
So on your point of sitting and soaking in the game, like the opening scene where it's that song and you're laying in bed, I didn't get up until the song was over.
I didn't realize that it just kept going. First time and second and third time that I played through, I was just like, oh, it'll stop. No, it doesn't. It sure doesn't. You gotta do something to make it stop. So I just sat there and I was like, this is a long cutscene that's just kind of repetitive. What's going on? Why is it? It should... Oh, I'm the one that has to stop it. I have to do that. Okay.
Yeah, no, you are the one that has to get out of bed. No, it's such a great point as well, because I love that. Because, like, yeah, the alarm clock goes off and you can just lay there in bed if you want. I love that about this game.
There is a moment like in her monologue where it's like, I could rewind time and get some more sleep.
Which, honestly, if I had the ability to rewind time, most of it would just be sleeping in and then rewinding time and then doing the thing that I want to do. Like, so much of it would be just used for naps. Can you imagine how productive I could be if I could just nap whenever I wanted to? It'd be magical.
That diner scene, I had to do the puzzle to get out of the diner scene 4 times. And it was always the jukebox. Every time was the jukebox.
The cockroach?
The cockroach crawls on in.
Yeah, I missed that every time until the last time.
I think I could tell you the answers. So the first one is a trucker drops his coffee mug.
Yep. And then
the second one is the cop's partner goes off without him. The third one is the skaters get into a fight and Joyce
breaks it up.
Tells them to knock it off. And then the fourth thing is the cockroach changes the song on the jukebox.
No, there shorts out the jukebox or whatever.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a great game. It's a great game.
That scene is to me is the heart of that entire episode.
Chloe has a panda keychain. She has 86 cents in her pocket.
Yep.
She has 7 cigarettes on her, and she has a parking ticket for
like at 10:40.
10:37 in the morning.
10:37 is correct.
Yeah.
I like this game a lot.
Good game.
It is a very good game.
Honestly, one of my very small complaints is that I can't just rip that one from the dome. I have to see Chloe's pocket change first. I can't just be like, called shot, let's go.
I mean, from Chloe's perspective, it is that way. So
yeah, just let Max do it that way.
Yeah.
Very meta.
No, it's great when you
called shot.
like the first time you watch it through, it's like, Chloe's like, is something gonna happen? What are we waiting for now? Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And then every time something happens and you call it out, and when you call it out, her entire attitude changes, and it's fantastic.
All right. Well, I know someone has to go grade some papers. So, hey, thanks everyone for listening, and we'll talk at you again next week.
Bye, friends.
Bye-bye.